Hello guys, this is Frank
Funky.
and we're going to try to do a let's build together actually. It's going to be exciting. I've never done a let's build together with anyone. I'm usually the solo builder.
I'll try not to annoy you too much.
Oh, you won't be annoying me. What we want to do, guys, is that we want to do an old styled fire station. Kind of Victorian in style, but not quite though. And yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm looking forward to all the fire trucks.
Yeah, we've done a little bit of layout now just before, and the layout is based on my derpy fire truck here, which has a lot of parts on it, which is actually not supposed to be there, and it's also missing a lot of parts for the copy. But I just did it quite a while ago, so I could prepare for the general size actually needed on this structure. Now, when Funky says that he's going to try not to annoy me a lot, he's actually kidding, because he's actually quite great at this style. And I think we should just like fly real quick over to the school that Funky built real quick. Just show you guys just how much of an amazing builder Funky actually is. He's very humble though, so he doesn't talk about this a lot. Well, it's true. Funky built this school, which is quite amazing. Quite amazing indeed. Well, you can't say you're not happy with this, I hope.
No, I do like it. I do like it.
Yeah, very good, very good. And the fire station is not going to look quite like this, but it is going to use the red bricks though. And probably a bit of quartz. I would be very surprised if we did not use any quartz at all. But yeah. So this first layout here, these random black blocks, in this section of it, we've thought about the size of the fire trucks. And we're going to have driveways going upwards here. We're not quite sure how far up, but you know, I guess we can kind of start building on that for a bit. And we were thinking that we would make it of snow, so we can have this really, really smooth transition. Super smooth one. Even though it does take kind of like a billion years to do.
Yeah, it might take a while to do the driveways, but it'll be worth it.
And I also think that figuring out the height before is a really good thing. Really good thing. Because otherwise we'd probably have loads of trouble when we suddenly notice that we'd built everything on the wrong height. You just have to move everything around and crap everything up with well at it.
Or have like a super steep driveway.
The only problem about this is that we might not be able to place any actual fire trucks on it. Or maybe we make it flat at the end towards the gates. What do you think?
I was thinking about that. I suppose it really depends how big this is. Like, if we get to the stage where we're using whole snow blocks, which I think we are going to get to pretty quickly, actually, then we may be able to get away with it.
Yeah.
We might not be able to put one right at the front of the driveway right here, but maybe a little bit further back.
Oh, it's so annoying when you place a lot of snow slabs on top of one another, and then you place just one too many, and you have to destroy it all. So it's such a wonderful thing. I wonder if this is not quite.
Next one, I think, should be a full block.
Oh gosh, I keep on double placing here. Not because of lag or something like that, I would say because of sheer clumsiness.
Okay, so we're up to full blocks at this stage. So I think we could probably get a truck on here towards the top of the drive, maybe.
How long is it? Yeah, we can fit a truck there for sure. We can. And so should we maybe not make it any taller then? Or let's take a little bit.
We could flatten. I guess we could flatten it out here.
Yeah, it looks okay.
I guess we could flatten it out here. 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 I guess we could flatten it out
Too bad. I kind of don't like the texture of snow, but I guess we'll
Yeah.
have to bear with it.
Yeah, it's okay though. I think with the other trucks, like if we put maybe one truck on one of the driveways, and maybe the other two could just be peeking out of the garage, right?
Yeah, sounds like a nice idea. It does. It really does. Now, I don't know how you usually go about when building. Like, I usually just start placing blocks and try to figure out what looks good together, mainly.
Um, I don't really know that I've got any kind of set like pattern to my building. Sometimes I'm quite irregular in the way that I build. Like I'll build something like maybe part of the roof before I build anything else. So it really depends. But then it's not like I do all that much building. So yeah.
Which is surprising since you are such a good builder, actually. I'm hoping that you are bit by bit starting to realize that you are.
You know, I get embarrassed about stuff like that. It's silly, I guess, but
Oh, it's a bit cute though. It is. Okay. Thinking. Like, I don't want the fire station to look quite as old as the one you built, and not quite as fancy. I want it to look a bit more, a bit more like a fire station, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, I think one of the ways to go with it maybe is that, I mean, like I've got old fire stations where I live, but and you can tell that the buildings were originally old, but
Yeah.
they've got a kind of like slightly more modern air to them as well, because they've obviously been upgraded, you know, to still be able to deal with you know, fires and stuff with today's technology. So maybe we can go for something like that, you know, have an obviously old looking building, but you know, with some things that maybe don't quite fit the period.
With modern add-ons.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Our gates has to be pretty tall.
Yeah, because of the ladder, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, I would say it at least has to be 9 in height.
Okay.
Like the middle point. Or the middle point edges, I guess.
Is that to accommodate the ladder? Is that what that's for?
Yeah, and also make it like look proper and everything. Huh.
Okay. Okay, we have 3 driveways.
Let's take a look at this. Okay. This is going to be pretty big. Pretty big indeed.
I guess if it looks too big, we could go down to 2 driveways, I suppose, but it's not going to change. It's not going to change the height anyway.
I meant that the height looked a bit big.
Oh, okay.
But just at the moment. I'm also wondering, like, what amount of detailing do we actually want, like, in the middle? Do we want it to be fairly simple and, I don't know, kind of like this? Or do we want to go more insane on the details?
I've just realised that we've made these driveways now way too big, haven't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they're 2 blocks too big because... But that's okay, I'll fix that. We did the snow a bit too much.
Are they?
Yeah.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, there's 7. There's 7 because, you know, we added another one to each point because we were going to make these pillars 3.
Yeah,
so
it's the end 2 that are 9, so I'll just fix those now.
are they 9 even when you add the blocks around them? Like this? I can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this one is 7.
Yeah,
one.
now they are because I'm fixing them.
Okay.
There you go. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hmm.
Obviously, the wall's not going to be staying, but yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Of course, we'll want to have some kind of arch to it as well. I don't know how you are with arches, but I prefer doing straight lines first.
No, I probably don't do that first, actually, but you know, I don't suppose it really matters.
What do you do first?
I normally would build the arch first, like place blocks and break them to actually get the arch that I want and stuff. Am I making sense?
Yes, but do you do it with blocks like these, or do you start with stairs or anything that?
Oh no! Oh yeah, I do. I do the blocks first, and then I normally put stairs afterwards. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I would like the lining here. Maybe some kind of white lining would be nice, actually.
Yeah, maybe
so like
maybe
quad stairs and quad half slabs.
Sounds good.
Keep it nice. Keep it nice. I'm just worrying that this might be a bit too steep and thus look a bit silly. Yeah, I think that's a bit too steep.
So like, yeah.
Yeah, doesn't look very good. Okay.
What we could do as well, if I can make it fit. Hang on, give me a sec. If you didn't want to have, like, if you wanted to layer the detail a little bit, I guess you could do it like this. You might hate it, but
Just 1 second.
I need some slabs. It's if you basically just if you wanted to not keep it at the same level.
Okay, I didn't like this to not make it as steep.
Okay. Okie dokie. They are kind of like the way that I did them. It kind of looks pretty good if you've got a wide window, but on maybe a smaller window like this, it looks a bit too steep, as you said.
I think it would be nice if the lining wasn't too thick either, but pretty thin. But I think I will move the thing up a bit. Just 1 step higher up than the way I did it. Just like this. See? Yeah, like that. Okay, we now have 2 different shapes.
Yeah, I was just trying stuff out.
Yeah. I'm not sure which one I like better. Actually, I'm not. But I do think that another lining of detail up here might be nice as well. Possibly like that. And possibly have some kind of ledge going. Which will be completely invisible to sight. So maybe change that a bit to something which can actually be seen.
I'm not actually doing the same as you right now. I am just putting some blocks down to see what they look like.
Oh, no, it's completely okay. You don't have to follow my lead. We are building it together. And doing my usual stripes, as I love doing my usual stripes.
And you can't do that, can you? Okay, poopy.
What is poopy?
Well, you can't, like, you can put half slabs at both levels, but only if they're the same type of slab, not if they're different.
Yeah.
But that might not be a problem.
We're going for 2 completely different styles here.
Yeah, that's okay. We can just try something and see what works.
Mm-hmm. I think one good thing about doing a Let's Build together is that you can. It's always so hard to talk and build at the same time. But if you're talking with someone else, it requires a bit less concentration
Yeah.
than it would usually.
Yeah. And I'm not very talkative. Like when I am building, on the rare occasions that I do build, I struggle to do it whilst I'm talking to people. It requires a lot of my attention. But yeah,
It's
it is.
really hard. It's
It's
really,
definitely
hard.
easier.
I find that I can sing and build perfectly well, even though my singing is, of course, not perfectly well. It's actually perfectly horrible, but...
Voice of an angel.
You are so kind, Funky. So kind. It actually surprises me a bit. Some of the people on the server actually do think I have a nice singing voice.
Of course you do.
No, I really don't. Actually, it is horrible. But you know, it's funny and sweet. That they would say that I sing nicely. But no, it is not good. You know that as well. It is very, very, very far from good. Okay. What does that look like?
Let's get some 43.8.
3.8 is a very good block indeed.
Mm-hmm.
You guys who are wondering, 43.8s are these ones?
Yeah, these fancy smooth ones.
Yes. Which you cannot get in Vanilla Survival anymore, unfortunately. And you cannot get it from the usual creative menu either. You have to spawn them in.
Mine keep derping out. They keep disappearing.
And it's because you're probably moving them on your hotbar, right?
Oh, okay, it's okay now.
Yeah. Because every block that you spawn in with the give command or something, if you move them in your hotbar, they will disappear.
Okay.
Yeah. That is how it works. Okay, okay.
What you laughing at? Just both doing something completely random.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun.
That's okay. We can look at them and then we can, figure out which ones we like best.
Yeah.
Or maybe take ideas from both, or not.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea, I think. I feel like I'm not at the moment doing anything which is super different from what I usually do with these kinds of builds.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. It's like I usually have like this stripy pattern, which I really like working on because I usually feel it just works out very well. And I don't know if it's lazy. And it's kind of, But yeah, I like it. I like it.
I don't like these bricks here. Yeah, my hand's gone numb.
Oh.
Right now, I think that yours is looking better.
Hooray!
Because mine just looks a bit too plain, I think.
Okay, so how does mine look in comparison to yours? Maybe we can actually keep your detail though in the middle, and then we can go for my detail on the other side, so we have a bit of difference between them.
That would be quite good, actually, yeah.
Yep. like that idea. Okay, so some windows here. Mm-hmm. And then maybe the way we continue up here is that we don't have any windows in the middle.
Yeah, okay.
Possibly.
Yeah, why not?
And let's see, over here we were thinking about having a yard, right? Should we do that in wood or...
When you say a yard, what do you mean exactly?
I don't know, training yard and stuff.
Oh, okay.
People to go smoking or stuff like that.
little break yard and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Should we do that in wood, actually?
We can give it a shot. What colour wood were you thinking?
I don't know. I really hate building with wood. To be perfectly honest, I'm not very good at it. Tea time day. I'm wondering where we should add the tower which every fire station needs.
Do you want it attached to the building, or do you want it separate? The only reason
I don't think it matters much. I thought it might be nice to do it over here. Perhaps. It's hard to tell though, before we actually build more on the structure than this. But yeah, I thought it might be nice to have it over here.
Yeah, that makes sense to me as well, because like all the fire stations that I've seen, the training towers and stuff have been separate from the main building.
Oh, I did not intend for that to be a training tower. I intended it would be like the bell tower, which is always, in the old fire stations.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They all have an old bell tower. Doesn't mean that it's necessarily used nowadays, because, well, naturally, there's other things that can be used instead of bells. But since it is an old fire station, it should have a bell tower, I feel like. The old fire station close to me has a bell tower as well. Although the old fire station close to me, it's not actually active anymore. They moved it, which I can completely understand, because it was on the same street as my school, and having fire trucks going insanely fast, straight outside of school, might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
It was a really, really old one as well. Their tower was in wood, and also I guess in those days that when it was built, that street was actually pretty big, but it was very slim. At the time when it was still being used, so eventually they moved it, and I think that was probably a wise idea.
The fire station that's in my town is very, very boring. It used to be old, but then they kind of knocked it down and rebuilt it and stuff, and it just looks crappy now. It just looks like a little like a temporary building, almost like a little cabin.
I see. That's a shame.
Yeah, I like old buildings.
All fire stations I've ever seen in Stockholm they're all built out of red bricks. All of them. I guess there's probably the ones who are not, or which are not. But all of them I've ever seen are built out of red bricks. Every single one. Red bricks, white details, big windows, fancy bell towers. All of them. And then quite a lot of them also has modern add-ons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of have to, I suppose.
Yeah. And all of them kind of either have this stone wall or wood wall around it, and then they have the yard, a yard which, yeah, it's hard to see what's actually inside it, but there's some kind of yard inside of there. Well, yeah. I wonder how far this has to go in. The fire truck I made, it's a bit short, actually. And it is... I'm going to check and see how tall it is. Do you have any timer on to see? It's 17 blocks. And I think that 20... Maybe we should count for at least 25 maybe in space.
25 along. Yeah, that sounds like a good number.
Mm-hmm.
So you want people to be able to walk around them and stuff too.
Yeah. So this is, let's count, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, actually I think we can expand this a bit further back even, like so. Seems good to me. Like this can be the garage space.
Yeah, that looks like a good size.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just duplicating this on the other side just to see what, how it's going to look, I guess.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Are you keeping check of the recording time of this, by the way?
Not at all. Would you like me to have a look?
Yes.
We have actually been 26 minutes already.
Okay. So, yeah. We've gotten this far. I guess it's not super long, but...
Yeah, I don't think it's going to take us that long, really. I mean, that school took me, like, I don't know, a day. And with 2 of us on this, I think we'll probably finish this pretty quickly. I guess, are we going to... I don't know how this works. Are we going to record the whole building process?
I guess we can see as we do it.
Mm-hmm.
And but at the moment, I mean, a lot of this time when also we'll go into idea making and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we got the gates here, we got the garage figured out. We're going to have to sort out the offices and the towers, like the training towers and stuff like that. And I don't know about you, but close to my fire station, we also had like this huge gym, which was also like a big Victorian building, which was this like huge training hall as well.
Okay.
Which could be fun to make, really fun.
Yeah.
We actually used to use it too in my school. Like we had gyms in my school as well. But considering, okay, my school was also Victorian, the gyms weren't particularly large. So sometimes we went to the police station's gym, which was huge and quite awesome. And now the irony of it all is that it burnt down a few years ago, the fire station's gym. So it's not there anymore. It's just this, oh, well, the walls are there still because they didn't burn down, but yeah. But the rest of it burnt down.
Oh, fire station burned down. How close was it to the fire station? Was it literally right next door? Are you still there? Technical difficulties. BRB. Hello.
My Minecraft pooped, and I said goodbye in that episode. Have you said goodbye and stuff?
Goodbye, guys.